Hello, Cosper World, back with another Monday rant. I got my equipment back up after about a month of fighting with it. I think I still had uploaded videos, so this has only been about a week and a half since I last uploaded something. So woo, I'm back. I was gone only a short while to you guys. We're back with some fun and interesting news. Yes, Obsessive Creative Design. I'm so bad with names. I'm sorry about that. Maybe I'll put a link in the description to the person who finally got the attention of the cosplay world, kicked up some fuss, all that good stuff. The patent for worbla was exposed! Which one? I'm not sure which one, because there's a couple of them. There's a couple different versions. I think it has to be the one specifically from Rhinoflex. Now, the thing about that is, when you patent it, that you have to describe how it's made and what it's made of. Otherwise, you could be saying, "I made it out of magic and rainbow farts," and they would have to believe you. And most patent companies don't care for that. So, if you've heard this rant before, sorry, this is a Monday rant. I will rant on. And if there's anything I like to rant on about, it's worbla. Worbla and Wonderflex. And as you guys know, it's of course produced in Germany and China under Toe Puff, being large shoe manufacturing locations. Imagine that's where you would find that material. It's not a magic material made specifically for the cosplay world. It is a renamed material that already exists. Just price was jacked up so that they can make a nice tidy profit out of it. Now, to be fair, Wonderflex is produced in the United States, and so there's productions and research and development costs that I kind of feel justify the costs. So I'm not going to be too angry at the guy for that. But Worbla was like, "Oh, Wonderflex, you're making a ton of money, and we make the same stuff. Hey, why don't we charge a few dollars less and then make a huge profit off the shit we already make?" And boy, do they make a huge profit. The leading cost in getting this to North America is, in fact, shipping. It costs less. Well, maybe not. I don't know the numbers for sure, but I know in China you can get this stuff for like 50 cents a square meter. Yeah, it's really, really cheap. It's really, really cheap, some of these versions. I don't know exactly how much this version would cost them, but imagine just paying 50 cents a square meter for Worbla. I bet you're angry now if you cared at all. And then this is kind of where my rants come from. So there's a couple different production producers here. I got some, obviously, a few years ago. These aren't in the best condition, but as you can see, they're similar, if not the same stuff. Just this is a they use a different filler. This is actually I have a saw over here. So yeah, guess what? It's wood pulp and probably some like trash. I mean, by that actually trash, ground up trash, foams or industrial ash. By industrial ash is shit they burn and then chop up. So there you go. Now, if it wasn't evident enough, it's made out of PCL. It's friendly plastic to most people, or Instamore for whatever local. Hey cat, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop torturing me. Okay. Worbla's like, "Hey, we have this material. Oh wait, we also have this thing." Yeah, they might be related. Maybe, just maybe, it might be related. I don't know too many thermoplastics that melt at around 60 degrees Celsius, but you might be related. Anyhow, the experimented mix is 25% filler to 75% of the plastic, according to the person I'm going to link because I'm terrible at names. Now you're saying, "Oh my god, yeah, we're going to make all these different kinds of materials." Well, probably not going to make a huge deal. The best I'm really hoping for is for it to drag the price of Worbla down. That would be amazing. What would be amazing is a bunch of cosplayers take it upon themselves to produce their own off-brand, and so make it a whack-a-mole scenario that Worbla can't possibly get a hold of them fast enough and quick enough to get the cease and assists, and so the price goes down as availability goes up. We, as a very crafty community, are pretty good at that stuff. Yay! And I'm happy to see that maybe some of you will take it upon yourselves to make it yourself. Is it simply, I'm not going to, maybe I'll go into a video going into the mixing in. All you really need is like an oven and a pan and some filler, and yeah, it's pretty easy. Now you're asking, why haven't I done this? Haven't I done this, knowing this for like 5-6 years at this point, maybe 7 even. Well, I need a consistent material that's nice and thin, so this might not affect as many people as you think. If you're using worbla as a filler material, I have a few to suggest to you that are considerably cheaper, such as foams, Bondo, mixing gypsum, or plaster Paris to get other fillers. There's a number of ways to use other materials as fillers and get comparable or better results. Better in the colloquial sense of that's subjective. Anyway, so I appreciate that it's a consistent and uniform texture and quality. If other people do produce uniform and consistent qualities, I will be like, hey, cool, I will buy your shit. I will straight up buy your shit, because at the end of the day, I don't use it as full sheet material. I use it as trim, and I use it as a detail thing that I don't, when I'm really, really lazy and I don't want to cut out the pieces and overlay them and shit like that. So it's not going to affect me personally a whole lot because I'm versed in other materials. But to those people who are using them as making $600 sets of armors, probably going to be a huge thing to them. Encourage you guys, hey, get out there, mix, for every, it's a quarter, a quarter filler to 3/4 the plastic. I'll link you to the guy in the video, he'll show you it. And it paints up, of course, it sticks the same. Imagine that. Pretty simple mixing, pretty simple thing. Rah, rah, rah. I'm ranting, I'm being tired. Coffee. I gotta get set up for live streaming. If you're watching this, I'm probably gonna be live streaming at this time. I'm gonna try and do it from 10 to 4 Monday through Thursday, and we can go into this to a very lengthy extent. But for right now, I'm not gonna give myself another ulcer because, hey, I think only like 20 or so people are gonna watch this, so no big deal. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Good times to all. Hurrah!